Everyone, thank you for joining us here on our Mevo live stream coverage here on the Twin Cities Twin Cities Film Fest Facebook page, for our May edition of our Insider Series. And as promised, we have a really cool, awesome project that is celebrating and paying homage to what's been known as the other team in Minnesota. I'm referring to the St. Paul Saints, but they are the very beloved St. Paul Saints, as they have a huge following. And what we're offering up for you tonight here at the Showplace Icon Theater, the world premiere. This is the first public screening of a documentary that came together celebrating the Saints' 25 years in existence as in the Northern Division.
American Association, formerly in the Northern.
Thank you. I'm lucky enough to be joined by the director of the film, the captain at the helm of this project. His name is Jordan Lynn, and what a great story. And I want to dive into this because you are part of the Saints front office.
Yep.
You're also a filmmaker. You studied sports management, and you came up with this idea to say, hey, why don't we celebrate 25 years of this club and put a documentary together? The Saints front office said yes.
Yeah, so I kind of had this idea, brewing in my head in 2016, and once that season got done, I went up to my general manager and I told him, I have this idea for a documentary that I want to make, just kind of talking about the history of the Saints, and I learned so much, in my time working there. I was like, this is a cool story. I think it'd be, cool to kind of bring it to life, and they kind of said, go for it.
And so they were really open to the idea.
Yeah.
And so you putting this together, you're a filmmaker, you have a sports management background, you also have a marketing background, which got you in with the Saints, which is a great organization to be a part of, I'm sure. We'd love to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
But what were some of the things that you wanted to focus on with this amazing club?
Well, yeah, I kind of was talking to Derek and some of the other staff members and other people who've been here a while, and some things we wanted to focus on. We wanted to focus on just the fun aspect of the Saints, and how they were successful despite doing things differently, and kind of showing how you can take risk and still be successful. And we also want to talk about the community, because the community is a big reason why the Saints are still here today, and the support that fans in the city of St. Paul and Minnesota had behind the Saints from the beginning.
Yes, I would argue successful because they've done things differently.
Yes.
They wanted to create, and they have created, an amazing fan experience for everyone that's coming out, and they have an amazing track record of, they just won the division last year, am I right?
Not last year.
The year prior.
Year before.
In 2016.
Yeah.
And prior to that, they've always been in the running. So they're a hugely successful franchise. They have no professional affiliation.
Yep, so a professional independent team, not affiliated with any major league team.
Right. Yes, even better said. So they're a professional squad. Talk to us about the experience of putting this together. Gathering footage, putting the story together. How did it all come to be? What was that like?
Yeah, so this was, the biggest project that I've ever worked on. I think maybe the 10 minutes might be the longest video that I ever put together before making this hour-long feature. So it's really a lot of planning went into it, and kind of sitting down and doing a lot of research and figuring out what were those key moments and key eras of the Saints, if you will, and kind of seeing who would be a good person to talk about here, and kind of what are the main moments of the different.
For sure. So talking about a team that came from out of nowhere, it was the seed of an idea of, hey, let's do things differently, let's put a squad together. How much footage was available to you? Because when you're talking about going back into the beginning of the franchise 25 years ago, how much was available for you to use?
Us internally, we didn't have a whole lot. When I started in 2013 as an intern, and then I got hired full time the next year, I was kind of the first person on staff, on staff, video creator. So before that, I'm not sure if there was anyone on staff. So there was a few things we had on our side. One thing that helped a lot is my professor in college at the University of Minnesota, Mark Newman-Scott. He actually worked for Comcast back when the Saints started in 1993, and Comcast filmed our games. And so he still knew some people at Comcast, put me in contact with them, and they had all of our old game tapes. So we were able to get a hold of that and digitize them,
which was a huge find.
Yeah.
So you could use that for footage, and I would imagine that you'd want to. Did you go back and want to talk to former players?
Yeah, we
You know,
we interviewed some former key players. Kevin Millar, we got to interview him. Interviewed Leon Durham. And I interviewed some other current Saints.
yes.
Too, I got to interview Brady Kinsler. That's currently was with the Twins.
Yep.
Now he's with the Nationals, I believe. I'm
Yep.
not sure. Yeah.
So you had great reception to that.
Yeah.
Players were open to it. Front office was open. And did you do?
Yeah, so we got interviewed a lot of the key, people of the Saints, and everyone was, very open and willing to, be
Yep.
interviewed and be a part of this,
Yes.
this project.
Does the unique culture of the
Things that really changed the course of the Saints.
Yep.
And you can kind of see, something this happened and that led to this thing that the Saints are known for. And
Yes, absolutely. Did you come up with the title? Because the title's perfect.
yeah, that was one of the, I would say, the main thing that sold my GM,
Really?
Derek Scher,
Yeah.
on it. And I had that title from the beginning.
Oh,
It
you
just-
did?
Yeah, it just, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know how I came up with it. It just came to me one day. I was
Yep.
like, told Derek, I have this idea for a documentary and I have a title in mind called For the Fun of the Game, and
Yep.
he loved it.
Yep. It screening you've had. Sure if you're familiar with the Twin Cities Film Fest, or if this is your first experience.
I've heard about it a few
Yeah.
times. I've paid attention, just seeing it
Yep.
as part of the Twin Cities film community and
Yep.
heard about it. But was able to get in contact with some people here, a little while ago, and
Did you bring your idea, your film, to the Twin Cities Film Fest?
Fran Zuli, who's
Okay.
part of the Twin Cities Film Fest,
Yep.
also helped co-found Fun is Good with Mike Beck. And
Yes.
so there's that connection there, and,
Yes,
and he heard
awesome.
about the film, and I kind of talked to him about it, and he saw it
Yep.
in one of our private screenings for staff members.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he had said, this might be a project that we could show here, and then
Awesome.
got to talking. And
We're super
here we
excited
are.
about it. When does your season start? Because we start a little bit later.
Yeah, we're actually starting pretty soon here. Our home opener is on May 21st.
Okay, May 21st. Do you talk about the incredible story of how CHS Field came to be?
Yep, that's another big part that,
Yes.
how, there's a long time coming, and it took
Yes.
a lot to get that, and there's a lot of key people, in the city
Yep.
and around the state and then just in our local communities that help get that thing
Off
built.
the ground and up, and it's got to be one of, if not the premier stadium in the entire league, certainly in the Northern Division.
Yeah, I would say it's probably one of the nicest, ballparks in all.
Double A, triple A,
all,
anything.
minor
Absolutely.
baseball. It's
Yes.
a very amazing stadium.
Absolutely, and it's so well supported. Thanks a ton for being with us. Jordan Lynn, he is the director, he's the captain, helmet. We're going to be back with some more live coverage. Jordan, thanks a million.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be back in our Mevo Live.